there is something I think we should do, and that has to do with our environment. There is a saying that man is a product of his environment. In other words, the environment affects man or human beings directly or indirectly. For instance, if I have two people, twin sisters or brothers, and I keep one in Nigeria, take one to US, after 10 years, go and check two of them. They will never be the same today. The one in Nigeria will be far different from the one in US, meaning that the environment affects people. Now, we want to look at how we can protect our environment. And that is why what I have in mind is to form what? Environmental protection club. Not only in this school, in schools around. Now, if you look at your geography, look at your even chemistry, you will discover that there is something we call ozone layer in the atmosphere. And that ozone is allotrope of what? Oxygen. Now, a blanket of ozone is in the atmosphere. God put it there. Why? So that radiation from the sun, from the stars, may not reach the earth. Because these radiations are very dangerous, and God put that blanket there to protect our environment. But the activity of man has almost destroyed that layer. How does it happen? You discover when man went into technology, he invented a lot of things, cars, aeroplane, you can name them, machine, can make use of what? Maybe fuel, diesel, you can name them. And they start burning this thing over time. And they produce carbon dioxide, what we call carbon 4 oxide. Now this carbon 4 oxide actually does what? Affect the ozone layer. And cause what they call what? Depletion of what? Ozone layer. Carbon emission. And this carbon emission actually causes this layer to become thinner and thinner by the day. And the effect is it permits now radiation to enter our air. And this radiation is very harmful to us. That is one. Now, we look at several effects of this. Before I look at the effect, in our environment, we see people burning tires. They burn tires. And these tires also send this same thing into the atmosphere. See working against what? The ozone layer and affecting the environment negatively. We burn plastics. And all these things, they are very, very dangerous to the environment. They send this gas into the atmosphere, and the result is it blocks everywhere, and it creates a lot of problems. One of which is what? Rise in temperature. You discover the temperature of the earth is rising. It's rising because of this, destruction of the environment. We hear of flooding everywhere. Flooding is also as a result of this damage we do to our environment. Flooding, it is very serious. Sometimes you watch on TV how people's compounds are flooded. This is as a result of what? Destruction which we do to our environment. There are so many things, so many sicknesses, diseases that are now available as a result of this. Very dangerous. Now, if you come over to our Niger Delta, now when I bought that car, I used to keep it outside. I didn't have garage that time. But after rain, I would discover that black thing all over the car. I was like, what is this black thing from? I didn't know that the gas flaring, which is going to Niger Delta, has actually polluted the atmosphere. It was one day I discovered, I would just touch it. I'll see black thing like charcoal. I said, where is it from? I discovered later that actually the atmosphere was highly polluted because of burning of all of these, maybe tires, gas flaring. You know gas flaring? Gas flaring. Gas flaring. Since 60s, Nigeria is burning gas. And this gas is highly economical because oil company cannot manage gas and also produce oil at the same time. Something called blowouts. If you don't manage that gas well, it will catch fire and the whole rig will go fire. And so they have to look for how to vent it out and burn it so they can get the oil. Because what gas it has been going on and on in Niger Delta for many, in fact before I was born. It's been going on. And these things affect what? Our environment. So like some of us, we drink what? Rainwater, is that right?
Yes.
If you collect water, now look at it, it's going to be what? Dark,
yes.
If you look at the inside, you see some stick here at the bottom of that container, showing that the rainwater is highly polluted, and some of our students drink the water. Is that right?
Yes.
And which is very dangerous to our own health. That's why this environmental protection club is very important. We're going to carry out some campaign against all of these things, against plastic pollution, against felling of trees. You know felling of trees?
Yes.
Now you go to timberland, you don't even have mature timber again because they have cut down these trees. Of course, in your biology, you know that plant do what? Taking what?
Plenty of carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide and give them what?
Oxygen.
Now we need oxygen. We don't really need this carbon dioxide. Are you getting that? Because it pollutes what? The environment. So by cutting down these trees, what are we doing to the environment? We are cutting down the thing that can absorb carbon dioxide, which we send forth gas flaring, by the cars we drive, the engine, the generator, and all of those ones. We are cutting them down, and so there's nothing to actually absorb this carbon dioxide. And the effect is the atmosphere, which affects the zone layer. So we are going to discourage what? Felling of trees. And we are going to encourage what? Planting of what? Trees in schools. So we are going to do that in this club. We are going to plant several trees, starting from our schools. Anywhere we go to, plant trees, trying to see a case where we can absorb this carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, and do what? And send out oxygen into the environment. So this club will encourage what? Tree planting as much as possible, just to replenish the atmosphere with what? Oxygen. Is that understood? So this is what environmental protection club is going to be all about. We are going to go out, we are going to do part of work, and you too, you have to sensitize your parents, your community. They should not be burning tires again. They should not be burning plastics again. And this is very, very dangerous to our environment. Because if we don't protect our environment, it means the next generation will not have good environment again. Everyone will pack up and won't have where to stay. So we have to preserve our environment. So you are going to also go on campaign. You just tell the people you see the danger of all of these things to our environment. Danger of cutting down trees everywhere. Dangers of all of these ones in the environment and how to preserve our environment. This is what we're going to do in this club. And we also do campaign outside. We also visit schools and all of that. And just as a campaign, for what? Protection of our environment. And I believe that this kind of education, student living, we need. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
We need very, very much. That we be aware of what is destroying our environment and what to do. In fact, sometimes it is good for few people to have cars. Is that right? Yeah?
Yes.
If everyone has car, you have, we drive a car. The more cars we have, the more CO2 we emit. Now I would prefer people to go on what? Public transport. I park my car, everyone park car, we just manage one bus and go to where we are going. And we manage what? Emission of what? Carbon dioxide, which is our prime enemy here. That causes what? Environmental pollution. So I will encourage you, don't buy car, just manage what? Public what? Transport. You know? Is that okay? Yes. Like I suppose like me, I park car. So I use machine to school today. I'm supposed to even park the car, park the machine, maybe just like join public transport, or sometimes we trek, we go to where you are going. We look for how to preserve the environment, because our environment is in serious trouble right now. If you look at medically, the kind of sickness that come out now is too much. Some of them are from what we take in, what we inhale, the environment. The environment is becoming more dangerous if we don't take care of the environment. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
We are going to form a club and we will do it properly. Then we will be going out with sensitization everywhere. And I'd like you to cooperate with me to see how we can preserve our environment. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No question? Are you ready to work with me?
Yes, sir.
It will be so good. I will print first what we're going to be putting on. You know, when we want to just go for outing, we put on our dresses. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And I want every school in Niger Delta to know us. Every school in Ephraim State to know us. In Nigeria to know us as what? People that are out to protect what? The environment. We should be on the vanguard to protect and preserve our environment. We tell other students they need to preserve the environment, to stand for environmental protection. That is what we will do. We're going to bring more students. We have much time. We have having seminars and all of that on environmental protection. Thank you so much.